Our partners at BetOnline continue to be your #1 source for all your betting needs and sports info. Find all the latest odds, news, and sports developments, including this year's Wimbledon Finals, Major League Baseball, all the latest fighting news, and this season's NFL. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today. Receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use our promo code BLEAV to get the bonus and get into action.
By the way, I've never seen your work before. So I'm not even to me, you a talk show host. You got your own podcast. Like, I don't even know what you
respect.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, we never start a podcast like this, but he needs to.
I didn't even know we started yet.
We didn't, but we talked so genuinely that I feel like, we just have to leave it because it was real conversation. But I feel like, what? Private talk, he needs no introduction because we didn't introduce him, but we have Mario with us today.
What's up?
Thank you for coming on the Private Talk podcast.
Sure.
I appreciate you taking the time.
My boy Andy talked me into coming on here.
Oh, he
but
talked
and then I
to
met you at the Sujit dinner. I was like,
but you were very conservative. You didn't really talk to me. You can tell that you're very you stayed in your zone of what that
you was across the table on the left side.
I was right across from you.
Yeah, but it's just like there was a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we talked a little bit. We took shots. Everybody took shots at the table. We was there for business. You know what I'm saying?
So you said you never watched any of my movies. I'm just a podcast host to you. I like that. Were you intimidated by the fact when you heard that I wasn't a previous adult film star?
Nah, not at all.
Never.
No intimidation. Why would I be intimidated by it?
I mean, some people not intimidated by me in general as a person, but some people are like, "Oh, what is she going to talk about?" As it just the length or the description of my show, which it's like for me, it's like it's not.
I guess you're right with how the internet's just this ocean of space. Anything can end up. People can flip things and make it whatever they want. Yeah, I think I'm good at controlling my narrative, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm ready to have some fun. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I can talk to anybody.
It's private talk. So it's like, we don't know each other. Like we said, we were trying to get a little bit more intimate. So it's like, we go to the level of your comfort level. It's nothing that it's crazy. It's nothing. And it's not because I was and who I was doesn't define that I can't talk about other things as well. So it's like, there's more depth to the show than just those things. But we will a little later get to Truth with Texas to
I told my girl I was coming on your show. She was like, what show is that? Told her.
So you're off the market. You're taken. Yeah. Was she intimidated? She could have came along too.
Not at all. She's the coolest.
I feel like she'd have to be a strong, independent woman to let you be,
I feel like we've known each other for years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like I got the coolest girl in the world. Like I've known her. We've been friends before we started. Like it's a different type of relationship when you're friends with someone and y'all know each other. And y'all talk about everything. It's just.
How long have you guys been a couple?
Keep all that, whatever. But it's. So happy and we're in a great.
So is it something new that the friendship just turned into? I know you want to keep some of it private.
Oh, we've known each other for like 10 years.
But as far as like the relationship part, that kind of switched because you were friends for a long time, but
like it was a perfect transition.
A perfect transition. Is it you write about it? We're gonna hear about it on your new.
I definitely have for sure. What I've written about? Yes. Oh my God, she's definitely my muse in a lot of ways. She's beautiful. She's a strong woman. She's creative, so it's like she's like I go play music for her when I leave the studio. You know what I'm saying? I might sneak a record into one of her playlists and like on her phone, like and
that's
just
cute. I like that.
You know what I'm saying? See what she feel about it. She's very honest and just
I like the way that you're even though you're wearing shades over there, Mr. Mysterious, you can see your eyes glimmer.
I don't want you to see them a little bit.
But they glimmer when you talk about her, and it seems very genuine love. So I'm happy that you found someone that not only is a best friend, but you guys have gone through things obviously from knowing each other and the depths of who you are, the highs and lows. To know that like you don't have to that you could overcome those things when those were happening. So it's very cool to see.
Thank you. I appreciate that. The thing about being an artist and like traveling and being around so many people, it's like having someone that you're committed to and having like a foundation. It just gives you a sense of like control. Like, you know what I mean? Not to say I will be going wild crazy, but it's a lot of temptation. And so for me, it gives me a sense of like knowing like I'm good. Like I got
a home base.
Just like I have something that's solid, something that's worth like me just focusing. It just gives me. Do
you feel like
I'm focused? It helps me to focus more.
Do you feel like you are not when you are not in a relationship that you're not as focused because you
like I'm going to stay up all night and go from whatever I got going on straight to the airport. Like I'm not going to get rest so that when I land in town I can take my girl to lunch.
Okay.
I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna stay up all night and party.
Okay.
Now it's like, all right, cool.
So your responsibilities are a little bit different.
I'm gonna go to the spot.
But are you always picking up girls at that time when you were single? Was it like
not
a thing,
always.
like where it was like where it had to be a thing, or it was just to be being out and it didn't matter about the girls?
Both.
Okay.
Right.
So sometimes it's like the lifestyle. Like sometimes it's like, why be home when it's like you can go hear noise and just be distracted?
Facts.
You know.
I never was that person. Like I never was like the person that's like, yo, it's Saturday, it's Friday, I gotta be outside. It was more like, all right, is the homies going out? Did I meet somebody that I want to take out and we just going out to have a good time? You know what I'm saying? I've always been like that. I've always been very much so. I thought for myself, made my own decisions. I got to be in a vibe to do it. I don't just do it just to do it because I have more fun.
Hard for you? I mean, you picked a friend that you knew for a while. So
God picked it. I didn't. It's crazy. But is dating hard for me?
Was it like as far as like, you know, obviously you are a celebrity and you can't just be on dating apps or maybe, you know, those kinds of things. So it's like, how authentic do you meet? How do you know if it's genuine?
Time.
How do you know how to like, you know,
there's no way to tell. If somebody tell you they know off top, I mean, obviously, if you have a good discernment of people, you're not going to date somebody that you can tell is just there for, you know what I'm saying? But I think women are a lot smarter these days. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a woman is out for something, it's like, if she hasn't learned how to be discreet about it and be patient and be like, then you might know off top like what it is, right?
As far as dating or trying to get you to like get your attention. What do you mean by that?
As far as dating, because dating is like, you know, you spending more time. It's not like a one night stand. Like that is what it is. But you said dating, so when dating somebody, you should be able to tell in time what the situation is. I feel like time always tells. You know what I'm saying? You might not know straight off top, but time always tells. So you gotta take your time with it. If you're trying to really date somebody, take it serious. If you're just having some fun, just had a communication, know what y'all doing.
Well, it seems like that's the formula that worked for you. It took 10 years, you know what I mean? But now you know what it is. But that's, you know, time isn't really anything. It's what you make it.
It really is.
So
I think that we calculate our experiences, our time with experiences. You know what I'm saying? I think experiences is a great way to calculate time, which is why you should be selective about how you spend your time and what type of experiences you want to have with your time. So, for sure.
Sure. Yeah. How would you describe the current state of R&B?
Experimental. Yeah, I say that because I feel like hip hop R&B is an experimental side of R&B.
Would you still categorize yourself in that genre?
I'm an R&B singer, right? But I'm also, if you listen to my catalog, you know, I have records like Break Up that are a little bit more leaning towards like experimental R&B hip hop. But then I got records like Crying Out For Me, which aren't your normal R&B chords because it hit harder than some of my records like How Do I Breathe, but it still got the R&B essence in it. So I would say that I'm an experimental R&B artist in that I experiment each project with a different sound of what I am. So yeah, I would say yes.
Okay, so with that being said, what do you think music needs in 2022?
What it need? Definitely more of me. You know, I feel like, no, seriously.
Fair
I
enough.
feel like.
Are you going to give us more you?
Yeah, for sure. It's on the way right now as we speak. You know, I've been cooking. Been in the studio, got a crazy summer record coming. Not sure when it's going to drop, but it might be out when the record come out. So I'm excited about that. The project coming after summer, spring, I'm going to drop a project. Right now, I'm just dropping singles. Yeah, because it's going to come pretty quick.
Summer's around the corner.
Exactly.
You know, you say summer, spring. You know,
but I'm going to try, like, I want to make it feel like summer's longer than what it is this year. Like, I want to make it, like, we had a crazy, stressful 2 years.
Summer for what it is. Go milk that shit, Mario.
I got you. But like I want to make it like with the music, I want to make it feel longer than what it is. Even my slower records that are more, I still want them to feel more like a conversation and more like fun than depressing. You feel me? Yeah.
It's gonna be a vibe.
It's definitely gonna be a vibe for sure.
Do you think R&B singers get more pussy than rappers?
That's a good question. That's
why Miss Texas is asking you this question.
I think that.
What is the truth?
Let me take my.
I want the truth.
We only want the truth here.
For this.
Shit's getting serious.
Yeah, shit getting serious.
I hope that you're
shit gets serious when I take my glasses off. Like most people, they get serious. I'm taking off to get serious. Nah, but like, I think depending on what type of R&B singer you are, and depending on what type of rapper you are, it's different type of pussy.
Are we going? Is this,
you know what I'm saying?
Is this a PC answer? Like what? What is? Who's getting what?
No, listen, it's different. Like, I'm in a relationship, so I'm just saying, like, if I was single, I could fuck with 10 girls, and a rapper could fuck with 10 girls, right? But the quality and the type could be different from what I've seen. It just depends on the person, because I've seen certain rappers get a certain quality of woman. When I say quality, I don't mean to judge anybody. I'm just saying like look, man, everybody know what a good restaurant is with good food. You know what I'm saying? You know what the fast food is, right? So
you're skating around this.
Yeah, like like, you know what I'm saying? Quality. I would say my quality is at, I would say, a different level than most rappers I know.
You're gonna go R&B.
I can't speak for every R&B artist. I can't because I've seen some R&B artists like.
So not everybody's panty droppers. Not everybody's like, you know.
I'm not saying you can be a panty dropper, but what quality of panties? But I'm saying
who gets more. Like who
the
would
person
get more
who's
pussy?
In pursuit.
Who would get the quality pussy? For me, I feel like I would want quality pussy. Who's getting quality pussy?
The one who pays for it with his time and energy. Time and energy, which is not necessarily money or like physical, but it's the energy you put into it. It's like you know what I'm saying, how you come at a woman, because a woman that's quality should know her worth, right? Rather she gonna choose who she can dive with, who she wanna fuck with, but it's just like what you gonna do to get it.
Okay, so I know that you're currently in a relationship. Let's talk about like earlier days and things going on, and the whole like being an artist, and like there's all these things of like groupies. And have you ever had like a groupie story that was a crazy groupie story?
Hell yeah! What do you mean?
Can you tell us one here? And
too many.
Well, tell us
what continent?
Please give us the good. Tell us one of those ones that just stand out in your mind. Like when I asked you that, there was probably two
I did a tour in Australia, and there was a group of beautiful girls.
They're aggressive in Australia.
Some of them, not all of them.
Women in general, I feel like.
Australia, they play the 50 in Australia. Like they gonna go, but some of them play the 50. You know what I'm saying? Like that it's like you might have to see them 2 nights in a row type vibe.
They want you to put in a little work?
No, not like say I go out and I have a show and I do an after party and I see a shorty, I'm whoop whoop. She like, oh, you got too many girls, you already got this. Ooh. This is like,
is this like a spiel?
All right, you gone. I'm off you. Like the moment you come at me like that, it's like you ain't my type. I'm off you. I'm on to the next. Flat out. Then boom, she see how okay, cool. I see it. She might be in the next city the next day. Then it's like, it's on. It's over. Like that.
So they would follow you to
the
that's
city? What I'm saying. Like I had situations where girls will fly to the next city, come to the next show, and turn up. But the first night is like, nah.
So what's the crazy?
It's a psychological thing. I don't get it.
Well, what's the craziest one? I mean, yes, flying to each thing, but like, did one of those people who flew, whatever, stand out more? Like either like.
Nah, she made her friends get down with whatever was going on.
So you took advantage of what she was like.
Absolutely. Why wouldn't I? Because you wasted my time the first night.
I mean, time is money.
Time is money. And it's not even that. It's like, you know, it's like, it's a psychological thing. I like to let women go through their psychological, some women, not all women. Women go through their psychological part of deciding when and how they want to give you the pussy. It's
I respect it.
like,
but even at that time, like you're blowing up, you're doing all these things. It's like you have access to whatever you want to do. And like, you know, like you're a good looking individual. And so you have power. You like to fuck. I'm sure you're young. You know what I mean? All these things. So it's like, why not? That's why it's like, for me, it's like exciting to see the power that people use with that, and not in a bad way, but like you said, it's like how they want to give it to you. You know what I mean? Like,
and it's like,
and like people are throwing it at you. I'm sure your DMs are crazy. I'm sure you could have like, do you even answer your own DMs?
Nah, not no more. Not no more. Yeah, nah. I think the energy I'm on right now, I think like girls kind of know me, so it's not like too like position. You know what I'm saying? Like straight off the top. It's more like, hey King, how you doing? Or what's up?
Well, now
to see what the vibe is
different too, because you
but
know,
back in the day, it was just like pussy, titties, this every day, just it was crazy. Now it's more like, let me see if you even like that type of vibe. Or some girls might be more mature, like they might make you know what I'm saying?
How did you, like, after all of that stuff, all that craziness going on, how did you, like, kind of evade, like, allegations from any person being crazy? Like, because nowadays it's like girls could just say anything, make up things. You know, there's things in the news every other day. Like, how did you avoid it? Because, you know, you've never had a scandal or anything.
If I tell you, then I probably won't be able to do it again. So I'm not going to tell you. But I'm really good at it.
There's a secret cheat code.
I'm very good at it.
So you're just
very good at it.
You're just, like, with your words.
No, it's not even words, it's energy. It's energy, and it's just like, yo, like don't play with me.
You're not the one.
Yeah, don't play with me. Girls, whoever, like just my narratives, I don't.
You just give off that or like that.
No, just like I don't play about my narrative. Like I don't care who you are. It's like I didn't work this hard to fuck up my. I'm not gonna do nothing crazy to do it. I'm always like, all right, if you come around me, like I need your phone. You on video before we even. You here for what you hear. You came here on your own merit. You feel good. All of that has to get done off top. So
boundaries, as you should. You know what I mean? Like you have to protect yourself, and that you just never know.
Never know. You still rolling the dice. It don't matter. Somebody can say you did something. And,
even now, I think it's crazy, just like years later. You know, it's crazy. All the world has definitely changed in more ways than one.
Yes, man.
How long before do you think NFTs completely take over the music industry?
When you say completely take over, in which way do you mean completely take over? You mean completely influence the way that we do business creatively in the business? I don't know the answer to that question.
Are you currently in an NFT type of situation
No,
yourself?
not musically, but I do have 2 projects I'm working on that are influenced by the NFT blockchain and the creative part of it. But mine aren't quick money grabs. They're more of like build out, real roadmaps and just, things that bring my fans closer. Not just like quick money grabs. It's like, all right, there's a story behind this NFT. There's a story behind what I'm doing. I want you to be a part of it. And, just because I feel like the NFT world is dope, art is dope, but even with art that people buy it because of the story behind the art. It could be the craziest story. It could be something simple, but I kind of want to take that same direction.
Are you doing something with your music? Is it art based or is
it's both? It's both art and music based.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you an artist yourself? Or are you having an artist like kind of work with you side by side?
I consider myself an artist, but I don't know how to do the graphics. So I have a few artists that's working with me side by side.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yep. Thank you.
What would you say that are your short and long-term goals right now for your career?
Start with long-term. They change often, but today where I'm at with it is really just about happiness and making sure that I can enjoy the fruits of my labor. So that also goes into protecting the narrative. That goes into protecting, my craft, my music.
Was that obviously based off of the pandemic situation going on? Like, what kind of put everybody in perspective, or was that the way your narrative always was in life? I
think I've always been like that, but I think that situation, amongst others, defined it for me. To whereas I'm like, you know what? All that really matters is being happy and enjoying the energy like you put into it. You know what I mean? So that means taking care of your health now. Like I like to go out, I like to have fun, but I like to take care of myself so that I can enjoy later on, 10 years from now, I can enjoy all of the energy I put into making the money, into saving and flipping and doing this and that. When I got millions and millions and millions in the bank, and I can really just sit and just let all my money. If I say something crazy happens, say we have another pandemic and we got to sit down, or things, it could be work, it could be wars, we never know what can happen. So what that situation did do was prepare me to think long term in the sense of security. You know what I'm saying? And like getting there quicker, which means a different level of focus and so forth and so on.
Are you still?
And of course, music, touring, publishing company, film, TV, pitching projects, creating different projects, signing artists maybe, but more so signing producers, writers. I think signing artists is just a lot of responsibility. And I want to see where the industry is going.
Okay.
Yeah. And continue to develop my independent label.
So that's long term.
Long term. And a family one day.
Okay.
Full-fledged.
So let's talk about short term.
Short term goes touring, traveling, touring the world again. It's been a while since I've performed outside of the U.S., so I'm looking forward to touching overseas.
They announced your tour. How do you feel about going, touring with, Shanti?
Oh, yeah, Shanti and Trigger. It's going to be fun.
Do you, with the world opening back up, do you feel any kind of difference because they're going to change how you perform because of COVID, or is there any restrictions based off of it?
Not as far as my team goes, but obviously we got to follow the guidelines of whoever's putting the production on. But once you get in the arena and the fans is there and the people's in the building, like nobody thinks about that. We all just there to just enjoy each other's energy and keep the flow going. So it's like, I don't even think about it. Like I think they're loosening up on it. Obviously now, kind of dissipated a little bit in the media, this and that. The U.S. is kind of loosening up on it. So we'll see what happens. But it's going to be fun regardless. It's going to be lit.
Can you describe the feeling of being in like a tour like that? Is it like the excitement of stepping on stage? Like, how does that feel for you? You know, you said it's been a long time to me. Like, do you have any preparations for that?
That's a good question. I think different tours, different energy. Like the longer the tour is, it's like sex. When you first start, it's like the warm up or promo can be foreplay, right? You get on stage your first week. If you got 48 shows, my last big tour is 48 shows. The first week, you're warming up. You're taking everything you rehearsed for, and you actually putting it to action. Mm-hmm. It's like you've been on a date with this girl, and then now you alone with her in a space. What's the vibes? All that shit you was talking on the phone. Let's go. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. And so I think like midway through tours when you really start to get your groove, and like I really start to like become really comfortable with my show, dancers, band, and then it just becomes a different type of energy. It becomes like a whole moving.
Because now you're in it.
You in it.
Yeah.
You know everything. You don't got to think about the steps no more, and the sync, like
breathing.
Everything's in tune. And then muscle memory, vocal memory, all that. I'm sure you can relate to it.
In a different way, but very so. You know, I sing. I'm a performer. I just don't sing. You know, I was on stage in a lot of different ways. I danced and performed. But you're putting on a show. Like for me, it's way different again. But I felt that, you know, that rock star kind of vibes, like the stadiums. I've done the crazy shows, and it's a cool feeling. It's very definitely adrenaline rushing in a very satisfying way.
Yeah, it's super satisfying, especially if you're able to get lost in it.
For sure.
If you're able to get lost in any creation, it's like you really get to see the other side of your spirit in the flesh, you know, doing shit like that. Like, whatever. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah.
I mean, it's all a process. And that's why for me, it's all about energy and how you manifest things and how you like feel that vibe. That's why.
How you feel about what you're doing? Like every moment we're creating, like how you feel about it though? Like, you really in it? Like you really?
You know, it's sometimes I think like being a creator, you don't realize like the influence and things that you do because it's just something that's come second nature. Yeah. So for me, it's like, you know, with this is I didn't know that I wanted to do a podcast, but when I did it, I loved it, and it was just something very happened genuinely. And it's, you know, I talk a lot. I like to, you know, I like people. I like how to figure out why you are the way you are, like from where you're from. And
so you like the psychology of it?
Yeah, for sure. You know, I minored in sociology. I'm very big in like, you know, the study of like people and their environments, and like, you know, how like, you know, even like your upbringing, how did that influence you being an artist? You know, how did that, you know, make you impact you, like the, you know, the hardships that happened back then, like did that impact like the soulfulness and how you create music, or, you know, your song writing process? Like how does all those things tick for you?
Yeah. So I would definitely say like growing up in Baltimore and seeing so many different sides of pros and cons and choices and how choices play affecting your future and your present life. So, you know, seeing my older cousins, you know what I mean, selling drugs, seeing my aunties and my uncles and my mom and them using it, like, you know, they came from the, you know, the 70s, 80s, heroin pandemic, Baltimore, like, you know what I'm saying? So I got the chance to see all of these different sides of the human experience, but I didn't get a chance to see, you know, someone that was taking the creative virtue and applying it and having success with it. So I think it's been a blessing, right? But if it wasn't for my mom, I wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? She saw my talent first. She saw it when I was 4 years old singing Whitney Houston and Boyz II Men, and, you know what I'm saying, in the living room with a mic and some diapers. Like, you feel what I'm saying? She saw it and she just kept music around me because she didn't want me to get caught up into the other world. She kind of wanted to blind me by my love for music. And it was blinding until I got old enough to understand what was going on around me. And then it was just like, all right, like I had to make those choices, those personal choices throughout life. You know, even as a teenager doing music, it's like, all right, do I dive deep into like this world that's just, you know, samsara and I can do whatever I want and get away with it? But I seen all of that already. I know what that leads to. So it kind of protected me in that sense. So I was like, I don't need to dive into certain shit. I'm cool.
Do you still have stuff? Do you do stuff with your foundation?
I shut it down after 4 years of working on it. I was doing a lot of it by myself, funding it by myself. I left out of Baltimore. I let it run for like another year, and then it just kind of fell apart. So I'm looking forward to going back and doing some more things, but on a larger scale, more like kind of what we're talking about, you know, mental health, big thing. I'm writing a book right now actually about it. And the process that I would like to use and the different tools that I would like to use to kind of get to a space of helping someone rearrange and change their whole outlook on their life, their environment. And if you're still in the environment, how to navigate that environment using certain tools. Because I've had to do it in this game, like, you know what I'm saying? So
it's powerful, you know what I mean? For me, it's always like, you know, again, with the show, it's like talking, like knowledge is power and things that, you know, you don't know. And a lot of it's just like things that we don't realize
applying it.
You know, we different fields of things that we do, different types of artistry or whatever, but there's so many similarities and things, but so many differences, you know what I mean? It's like, it just walks the same thing. And it's just, for me, it's always been about the energy and like what it is and not like where you're from or what it is. It's like, yeah, we vibe. If we don't, we don't. And that's just, you know, how it is. But I think it's a beautiful thing to keep that going with like a platform that you have and like taking the tools that you've had and learned as the successful man that you are today and passing that on to other people, because you know, a lot of people don't have those outlets, or a lot of people, I don't think enough people talk about it, you know, like, you know, in our, you know, LA, there's so many things and that we have that self-help, this, that, whatever, and what you want to dabble in. But, you know, the masses of the world don't have enough people advocating for that, you know, and with you having such a wide, vast, like you said, you pick a continent, you know, people know you everywhere.
It's
you
a
know,
blessing.
that's a beautiful thing, you know, that's really crazy to have your songs, like people, you know, like I definitely guilty of buying a CD of yours when I was a kid. You know, it definitely, you know, as a fan. So, you know, back in those days,
did you scratch it?
That's how.
Did you? Yo, where are all the CDs?
I had it on the CD like Walkman thing where you like actually have it with headphones. Like
I used to scratch my shit all the time. Be mad as hell, like trying to smooth it out. Yeah, nah, that's dope. I appreciate you.
But you know, it's just cool to have that the knowledge of now. It's like, you know, you are a real person. Things happen, you know, and it made you who you are today. But it could go both ways. It could go negative. It could go positive. But you took it in a positive way, and now you're taking it and making it even more successful and being like, hey, I want to help other people as well.
Well, that's really dope, and what you just said, a lot of it is true. More importantly, it's just like purpose. You know what I'm saying? For me, it goes back to purpose. It all goes back to purpose. You know what I'm saying? And purpose has become more important to me over the past, even before the pandemic. I would say over the past 4 years of my life. Like, what am I doing it for in the end? Like, what else can I do to show people who I am? Music is one thing. It's like, it's only so much you can show with videos and music. It's only so much content about your real true self and about your purpose that you can put into that, right? So I'm also a writer. I like writing. Like, I enjoy taking my thoughts and creating solutions. Well, from a subjective point of view.
Can you take us through that process?
Yeah, I mean, as best as I can. I think that so for instance, we're having a conversation right now. So my mental process, after I leave here, when I get in the car and I'm driving to the studio or wherever I got to go, I'm playing back in my head naturally. My subconscious mind is playing back everything that we talked about, spoke about, and I'm trying to find places in which certain things we spoke about fits with other goals that I have, like whether it be in the book or whatever. What can I pull from all my experiences to apply it to what I'm doing? Like, because it's all connected, right? And so that's how I do it. So I'll have a conversation with one of my homies who's an exec in the industry, and we might be talking about mental health and how, you know, going from, you know, being somebody's assistant to becoming an A&R, like what the mental process of that was like, what was his virtues before versus what they are now. And then I might apply that. So it's like that, my process is like a real time taking from one experience and applying to the other. And something you said earlier about negative and positive is the balance in it all. Wherever there's a negative, it's law. There's an extreme positive on the other end of it. It's all about how you look at it. And I think that learning that principle and applying that principle is what can help somebody that feels stuck, because most of the time that's what people feel, because of this, the pressure and the magnetism of the environment around them feels so heavy that they feel stuck in a certain place. And so the only thing that can get you out is your mindset. Of course, trust and faith, but faith is dead without the works, right? So you have to continue to challenge yourself and challenge your mindset and challenge the way you look at the world around you, because that's what's ultimately going to give you the tools to push through whatever you're going through.
Facts. So with that being said, what do you think, what do you want your lasting legacy and impact on music to be?
Man, I mean, I hope that I continue to make music that they sing on all of the talent shows. You know what I'm saying? That they sing on the big competition shows.
I mean, don't they already do that?
Yeah, but it's like I want to continue. I want more of them. You feel me? Like,
okay, you're greedy. I like it.
Very greedy.
Yeah. There's no
within reason, but not like I really feel like that, and just man, just being able to go anywhere in the world and hear your music. You know, allow the music to travel, to take you on the road. Allow the music to take you to places that you want to go. You know what I'm saying? I look at it as currency. Energy is currency. Like, or allow that currency to pay for your trip somewhere. Mm-hmm. Like, you feel me? So I just want to continue to do international things and make moves, build relationships, and, you know, continue to take the creativity to another level. I still feel like I haven't even reached my highest potential, you know, when it comes to music and performing. I think there's a lot of people who have yet to experience me in the light that I want them to experience me in, and the potential. So it's just a lot of work to be done. It's a lot of work to be done, but I'm excited about it. Yeah.
What is success to you?
Success to me is...
You have so many things going on, you know, like you don't just do music, you know, you're a businessman, you know, you act, you know, you've done, you know, model, you dance, you do all kinds of, you know, different things. So what is success to you? Success
to me is, it has evolved, but success to me is being able to, number one, be happy within the environment and in your life and creativity, being happy, enjoying it, genuinely happy, not on the gram happy, like genuinely like, yo, I love what I'm doing. Like the frequency of what you're doing and the team you're working with. Success to me is when you can look around your environment and it's the environment you wanted to create for yourself 5 years ago. When you can look at the people around you and you're actually helping them elevate, whether they're ahead of you or below you, what someone ahead of you is helping you do, which I should also help elevate them even further. And it should help you elevate further. Are we all helping each other elevate? I can look around and see success. I can look around and see the people around me applying pressure to themselves and achieving their goals while I'm achieving my goals. Like, to me, that success is like, all right, this is success. Like, I'm not sitting at the table by myself, but I'm also sitting at the table with people who match my energy, match my outlook. We don't think all the same things, but we match each other's purpose in what we're doing. That's success to me. Success is also helping other people. Success is me going back to Baltimore, being able to build a facility that's a mental health facility, but it's also helping people understand business and understand the other world, you know. Sort of like what 1500 Academy is doing here. They're doing some amazing things here. It's incredible. It's very inspirational. Shout out to the homies over there. But, you know, that's success. Success is when all of your virtues are like, I say the word virtue a lot because it's one of my favorite words, but they're lining up, you know, from your philanthropic side, business side, investments, all, like, that's success. But you happy, though.
Building a legacy.
You're happy. You're happy.
Building a legacy. All right, top 3 albums of all time.
Wow. Thriller.
Okay.
Stevie Wonder, Songs in the Key of Life. Wow. This is a tough one. This third one's a tough one. I might have to say, no. I'm going to say Usher Confessions. Just for as far as R&B goes. I feel like from when I was coming up and, like, you know, as a teenager wanting to do, like, Usher was that guy, like, really, like, holding it down and, like, okay, this is how you can be a brown king in this game that's killing it across all platforms. Yeah, definitely, for sure.
You could change one thing career-wise, what would it be?
The ability earlier on to think like a businessman and an artist, to be an executive mindset, but also have a creative mindset. It's very hard to do. And I'm getting there. I'm perfecting it.
How many years in?
Right. Shit. I mean, I feel like I'm like, I don't ever feel like I'm going to reach 100% because it's always right. But I feel like I'm like, I came in the game at 20% maybe. But now I feel like I'm like 75% of that mindset of being an exec, but also being an artist. Like that, if I could have changed that earlier, that's something I wish I could have changed as an artist.
Okay.
Because it's like it's a different mindset, the boss mindset.
I see that you have an OnlyFans account.
Do?
Is it only because you like? You
I have an OnlyFans account.
You're looking at people, or like, what are you doing on your OnlyFans?
I have an OnlyFans account.
Don't you lie?
I think it's a hack.
I want the truth.
Don't you lie?
I think it's a hack.
I don't know.
Somebody hacked my. Y'all got to do better. Y'all got to do better with y'all screening. You know how many Marios is on Instagram?
But that doesn't mean
There's so many people that somebody hacked. Is a check? Is a blue? I don't know how OnlyFans work.
OnlyFans, it's yours.
Why you are you on the you down? You got the subscription?
I'm subscribed.
You are.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't. I plead the fifth.
So, what's your opinion on OnlyFans?
I mean, I think it's just people that doing things that they can't do on IG but getting paid for it.
So you think it's a good thing? You think it's a business
I don't know,
thing?
good,
Like,
bad, who knows? Is Instagram good or bad? I mean, I think it's relative, and I think it's about is you know what I'm saying? Like, life isn't about. I don't believe in good or bad. You know, I have this conversation with my girl. I'm like, I don't believe in good and evil, good or bad, this or that. I believe in balance and contrast. You know what I'm saying? And I believe in that because of how what I've seen in the game in my life. So it ain't a good or bad. It's how you use it. It's like,
okay.
Are you on OnlyFans? Are you letting it completely? Is your whole identity based upon OnlyFans, or are you using it as a form of work because you was posting similar shit on IG, but you weren't getting paid? Who knows? I don't know.
I'm a little different, but in the same respect, though, and that's what I mean. It's like, for me, it's been the content creator.
I should be asking you because you is like doing it in the real way in the porn industry, right?
What's the fake
but these
way?
girls, no, but I'm saying these girls are doing less than what you were doing and making quicker money, right or wrong?
Yeah.
So
but
that's
it's not
more
long-term money.
Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
But it's the business side of me. You know what I mean? I've been doing it for a long time and being in the game. I had OnlyFans before OnlyFans was like cool to everybody else. You know what I mean?
Okay.
In the beginning, I will say I was like, like a little like salty, but then I was like, there's a lane for everybody. It doesn't hurt me either way. Like, it is what it is, because it's just another way for them to like do what they're doing on Instagram. And why not? If you're going to be a boss about it, do what you want to do. For me, it's about equal opportunity.
I haven't, honestly, I gotta go. Like, I don't even know. It's probably so many girls on OnlyFans that I've seen on Instagram. I don't even know they on OnlyFans.
I'm sure there's
Like,
a
it's
lot
crazy.
of people have it. A lot of them. Yeah. Deal breakers in a relationship.
Is that a category, or like you just want me to go off the dome?
Do you have any for you, like in a relationship for you? Is there a deal breaker?
Yo, it's crazy. I don't even be thinking about deal breakers. I just be going with the flow. I just roll the dice and I just go. If I love you, I love you. We're gonna figure it out as we go.
So if somebody cheated on you,
okay, there you go. That's why I need help. I need help.
Like that thing, are you like,
I don't know, because like, if you cheat on me, I'm a competitive nigga. I'm gonna be like, all right.
So you're gonna start competing?
I don't know. It's just I'm not saying it's toxic, right? That's really toxic. That's bad. I don't know. I don't think I would leave my girl if she cheated on me.
If you were with your girl, then you should be doing all the things if you're competitive, so that another person wouldn't come inside your spot.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's only gonna make me level up more. Like, I don't get it. Like, if you cheat on me, like, it's only gonna make me focus on my work more.
So that's not a deal breaker because you're still gonna be in the relationship.
Possibly. It's just like, I'm not gonna force myself not to love somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit be happening.
Yeah, but don't you think you can love somebody and not be with them?
Yeah, you can. It's a process, though.
There's different types of love.
Yeah, it's different types of love. I'm just saying it's a process. It's easier said than done. It's like, I don't know. I've never had a girl come to me and be like, I cheated on you. I never caught a girl cheat. So I don't even know what that's like. But then in my mind, I'm just like, I don't know if I'm going to leave. I don't know. I got to see it. It got to happen. God forbid. But
do you have sex to your own music? Why is it taking you that long?
No, because I'm thinking about like the times that it just came on and the times that I put it on purposely.
Do you have a sex playlist?
I think I would. I have had sex on my own music before.
So do you have a
sometimes
sex
it just come on a playlist, and then sometimes.
What's on your sex playlist? Apparently you have
a lot
one.
of songs. Like, I go from like the 90s all the way up to now.
Okay, tell us the first song that starts on your sex playlist, and you know it's about to go down. When your girl hears that song, she knows.
I gotta say, like, some people gonna hate this, but the homie R. Kelly, Body Calling.
Okay.
That record is crazy.
What's your closer?
My closer, me singing in her ear. Me sing like just, you know what I'm saying? I might say some shit.
Do you sing like that you're coming? Do you say like sing that to her? Or
It depends on the girl. Some girls, you like, you know, some girls are super nasty and just, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then I sing my favorite girl. I sing her songs. Like, I know the songs she like. So I've done that before. But it's not no regular shit. Like, it's just, you know, happens from time to time.
Can anybody beat MJ in a versus?
Michael Jackson? Who would, first of all, who would you even put in the verses with Mike? That's where you got to start at.
I'm gonna give you.
That's a good Mike, and it would probably have to be somebody like before him or something. Like, I don't know. Like, I need help. Yo, what you think? Who you think could beat Mike in them verses? Right? It's hard. It's a tough one.
Would you do a versus?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you have anybody that you'd want to do a versus?
Anybody? You just got to put them on the table.
Anybody?
I would just, it'd just be fun, like whatever. You probably have to pick somebody in my genre. You know what I'm saying? Who would you? No. Are you good? Okay. Yeah, we good. All right. You say who do you feel like?
For you?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
That genre.
That's a tough one. I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. I don't know. I'm not sure. I felt like you would give me a better consensus of like who you would have.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
if you think
it
that,
would probably,
or like something that you'd be lined up, or if you want
to
happen.
Been running.
Okay.
Been running.
Okay.
Mario,
so maybe he'll stop running one day.
I don't know.
Maybe one day.
I don't know.
Do we have time to play Truth with Texas? Okay. All right. I need a little moment. I need a shot of tequila before I start this. Or can you?
You still got some in the cup right there?
No, it's not. It's empty.
Oh, that's ice. It's probably ice. You don't want that shit.
And can they give me a
you said what?
seltzer? Yeah, just bring that. And
right.
That's fine.
Yeah. Who would you do a versus with?
Me?
Yeah, you.
If I did a versus? Oh. Is that even a thing?
In your world.
Duh. Would it be like Jada? No, not Jada. Either be because Jada's younger than me too. But what's the other one? Brianna Love. Go. You never watched porn, Andy? Don't act like you never watched porn. Go. She's older than me. Stop. Brianna Love's older than me. Like, she's who I had my first girl experience with. Like, she ate my pussy. I ate her pussy. It was a great thing. It was magical.
It was magical, she said?
It was. It was the first time, because when I was in college, every girl, like, you made out when you were drunk, but they'd always deny it. And then, like, so I never did anything, but I was curious. So the first time I did was on a porn set, because we'd always work next to each other. We'd fuck the same person, but we'd never work together. And then they're like, hey, do you want to do girl? I'm like, what's that? And then they're like, oh, and she was really into girls.
Yeah.
So it was great. It was a fun time.
Were you into girls before that?
I was curious. Like I said, like with the kissing with my roommates, not roommates, well, some of roommates in college. But like I said, they just kissed, but they would be like, oh, that didn't happen. I'm like, there's pictures.
How do you like break it to your parents that you're like?
Oh, do you want me to like act like I had a phone call with you? Like if you were my dad?
I mean,
you want to like role play?
Hello, Alexis.
Why does he sound like an old white man? My dad is not. He's a.
How am I supposed to know your dad?
He's a Puerto Rican man. Okay.
Oh, you're Puerto Rican?
Yes.
See, I know that.
Puerto Rican, German, Norwegian. You know,
wow.
I'm a nice little mix of every little thing.
Nah, just keep it simple.
So I called my dad and I told him, I was like, I have to tell you something. And he's like, what? And I'm like, I did a porn. And he's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, I did a porn. And he was like, okay. And he was like, well, did you want to? I'm like, yeah. And I was like, I think I told him, I was like, I have a sex drive like a man. I was like, it's your fault because, you know, Puerto Rican men are really horny men. And,
yeah.
It happens. And he started laughing. And so then I ruined porn for my dad. I never watched porn after that because
you were a blessing to him. You probably changed, like, you know, because porn affects your psychology.
He hated me.
But it affects your
He's
mind.
gonna be a guest on the podcast one day. We'll
He'll
talk
tell
all
you,
about
yeah.
it. But yeah, no,
Wow.
like he just because my stepmom has a big butt, and obviously he liked big booties, and so he didn't want to ever like cross my path or any fucking ways, so he just stopped watching porn.
Wow.
So my thing with him was
you
just like his
to
big
help your
thing back
dad
then
stop
was
watching porn.
it wasn't like he was fucking like chronic porn watcher. Like
Yeah.
you're making it seem way worse, Mario. Calm down.
No, I'm just saying. You said it. I made him stop watching porn.
My compromise with him was like I never was gonna go on Howard Stern's show because he used to like that show back in the day. So because he was like if he ever did that or like talked to you that way, he's like I'd be really upset and I could never watch him. So I was like okay, cool. So
How do you like? All right. So have you ever been uncomfortable in a scene before? Like you ever been in a room and like been uncomfortable on set with someone, but you still had to?
I mean, in the beginning of my career, just because it was just like new, but no, nothing that I didn't do. Nothing happened to me on set. There's no deep dark secret that happened to me.
No, because some girls like that, like being, you know what I'm saying, in that space, like.
No. I mean, for me, I'm pretty much like I'm an alpha. I like being dominated in the bedroom, but I liked it. What I loved about porn was like, you know, women have a lot of say of what we want to do. We have a yes list, we have a no list. We talk about with the performer beforehand what we want to do, what we don't like to do, and so it kind of, for me at least, it eliminated the room for error.
This is the part we don't know about.
Exactly, like it eliminated room for error for me. Sorry, but that. I didn't really have any of those encounters. Was every time great? Yeah, you know, not the best chemistry sometimes, whatever, but it's work. You know, like I say all the time, it's like the sexual.
But that's the part
athlete.
I'm saying, like uncomfortable. Like you still got to perform.
No,
and
I
then
mean,
it's like, damn.
That's my job. I like to fuck and maybe like whatever, but like I was.
Can you date and be a porn star?
I married a porn star.
Or you were married?
I was married at one point.
Did you feel like you had to marry a porn star? Like,
you know,
could you date do you think a regular dude?
At the time, I think that had a lot to do with it. Not that I didn't love my ex-husband and want it to be more than what it was, but at the time, I probably think yes, because this controversy that lies around of what people think about me, this, that, whatever, when they really do worse, this, that, whatever.
That's crazy, because I actually used to watch porn so much, and then when I got in a relationship, I started watching it, you know what I'm saying, as much. Just from, you know what I'm saying? But it's like the stuff I used to watch, I ain't gonna go into all the details, but I'm just like.
Can you tell us your Pornhub search?
I can't. It's been so long. Like,
what did you search? You have to know what you search. What you like? What's your fetish?
Like I ain't gonna tell you I'm a fetish, but I would say that like.
Why not?
Like I used to watch. I like girls on girls. Like I like watching girls. You know what I'm saying, dude? But like, I ain't gonna tell you the rest. It's not, yeah, it's
okay,
too much.
All right, we're gonna play. All right, we're gonna play
Crazy.
Truth with Texas. Truth with Texas is we've got 4 cards here. All of them are aces. Each suit is a different type of question. We're gonna go through each one of them, and we're gonna ask a little bit more crazier questions than we've been asking you. I gave you the hard ones. You know, now you don't have to think so much. Now it's just fun. All right.
Let's go.
First card. Ace of Hearts, a romantic question.
Okay.
Would you consider yourself a romantic?
Sometimes.
What's the most romantic thing you've ever done for a partner?
The most romantic thing I've ever done? So I brought her, it was like, I guess you could say it was like a promise ring type of thing. And we swam, like we did a little scuba diving situation, and I swam to where I buried it at, like under the water.
Oh, you were trusting.
And I'm a wild card when it comes to shit like that. Like if you tell me something you're scared to do, I'm gonna like try to convince you to do it. Or I'm gonna put you in a situation where you got to do it. So I like to help. You know what I'm saying? Push the limit. So yeah, I think that was the most romantic and scary, probably for her.
Have you ever sent a dick pic to your partner?
Absolutely, plenty of times, but only ones I trusted.
All right, I'm back. I dropped all the cards. All right.
You gotta start over.
No, I don't have to start over. It's just, you know. Okay. So it depends.
Yeah. Like on a person, like.
On the person.
Yeah, if I can trust, like if I know morally I can trust this person. Like if some shit went down, am I gotta worry about? You know what I'm saying?
Lingerie or naked?
Both. I like both.
So you
like I like to be surprised.
But you like the whole like for her to dress up and then the whole like reveal, or you want her to like just show up naked on the bed sometime
It depends. That's what I'm saying. Both. You know what I'm saying?
But
If we're on vacation somewhere,
pick.
lingerie. 'Cause I like to take it off.
Okay.
I like to see it on, walk around with it on. Like then I
lights on or lights off?
Dim.
You like the mood lighting.
Yeah.
Favorite place to be kissed?
Unless we just fucking in the daytime, then it's like lights on.
Then it's on.
It's on. We both free right here. God's children.
Favorite place to be kissed?
My balls.
Fair enough. Favorite position?
I don't have a favorite position.
Okay, next card.
It's just, that's a wrap.
Just whatever one is going to get you going.
Ace of spades. No, this is an ace of, what's this? Ace of clubs.
Which is a kinky question.
Ace of clubs.
Favorite time of day to have sex? Morning, afternoon, or nighttime?
It depends on where we at. Like if we on an island, that could be either one. Like
you want to go to the island. You need a vacation.
Facts.
You and your lady need to go and have some island sex.
It's about to be crazy this summer. But yeah, like I would say like right before sunset.
Okay.
If we happen to be, in the same spot, yeah.
Bondage, yes or no? Do you have
not full bondage? For me, not full. I can't do the full.
You don't have like some kind of like whips and chains, some kind of dungeon in your house?
We're not a dungeon.
Not a dungeon?
I got
You have a sex drawer?
I got a sex closet.
A sex closet? What's in that closet?
It's different size of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like 3 different little categories of levels.
What are the 3 categories?
It's 3 different levels.
No?
You got the full bondage level, then you got the level that's just like with the toys and this, because everybody don't like toys. Then you got, you know what I'm saying, the other side.
What's on the other side? My girl
helped me put the whole shit together. Huh?
What is on the other side? You just said the other side.
The other side. I can't tell you what the other side is. The other side is a specific.
Is it like a swing?
It's a specific type of creation. Okay. I created it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Foreplay or sex? If you could only have one.
For the rest of my life? Are you crazy?
The rest of your life.
Sex.
Okay. What about just for the day?
Just for the day, foreplay?
Okay.
Foreplay. I take foreplay for the day. But you said for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I know. That was a lot.
Because during sex, you can also, you know what I'm saying? You could kiss. You could touch.
No, you could never.
What?
Nope.
Are you crazy?
Hypothetical. Come on, It's
yeah,
not like real life.
Tough.
It's never gonna really happen.
All right, I'm gonna say foreplay. If I had it for the rest of my life, foreplay.
Was your balls, and so
I was just saying some shit, but like foreplay for the rest of my life, yeah, I'll do that. Cause you saying I can't kiss during sex, that's out.
Most number of times you've had sex in one day.
I would say 4.
4 times.
Yeah.
Same person.
I want the truth.
Do I have to do the button again?
Yeah, same person.
That sounded very politically correct. What type of porn turns you on? Can we tell us what that one was?
Which one are you talking about? Porn. What type of porn turned me on?
You said like the porn search, you wouldn't tell us earlier.
Yo, I like when girls take the toys and do crazy shit to themselves. Like when they take crazy stuff and put it down their throat.
You said girl, but then you said another one and you're like, I can't tell you. This is the time for you to tell us.
Why are you past tripping right now?
I'm not.
That's stay present.
No, that's because it's knowledge here on The Truth with Texas.
But you just asked me a question. I gave you an answer. You didn't listen to what I said. Mm-hmm. What'd I say?
I don't know anymore.
Ask your question again.
What type of porn turns you on?
There you go. I was saying that I like when the girls take the crazy, like, I don't know what they would, all types of color objects and put them.
Dildos or like food, like things that look like cucumber, eggplant, those types of things.
Yeah, and she like doing crazy shit. Yeah.
But that's why I was saying the previous question, you said you liked girl porn, but isn't that kind of this around the same lines? And then after that,
nah, it's not though, because she just there by herself.
Oh, it's solo.
Yeah.
So you like food objects? Have you ever used that in your personal life? Food?
Yeah.
What is food?
Different foods.
What is your favorite?
My favorite? I don't have a favorite.
Have you been grapefruited?
I like grapefruit. Nah.
Or they like,
that shit look like
off with the grapefruit?
It just looked like it hurt.
But why?
Like
The grapefruit's soft and liquidy. Like,
yeah, but like if it get inside, like won't it burn? The grapefruit.
If you have a problem, it might burn, but it shouldn't burn.
I never did it before.
Well, I'm just saying, I don't think that.
It's just not. I don't know.
I've never done it before. People just talk about it. I'm not a big food
grapefruit.
person. I like to eat food. I'm not really into sexual food play.
I like chocolate and shit. I like shit licked off of me, like you know what I'm saying.
Syrupy maybe, but even
then
it's like
grapefruit is like I don't know about. You know what's crazy? I'm actually allergic to grapefruit. I just thought about it. When I ate grapefruit years ago, I'm actually allergic, so I'm happy I never did it.
Don't do it. Like
that's crazy.
All right, next.
But yeah.
See, it's fun. Spicy, which were a little spicy. All right, longest you've ever gone without sex?
A year and a half.
How many? I don't think you're gonna.
I mean, what?
How many partners have you had?
In my life?
Yeah.
I can't even think about. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I asked the question earlier on my first episode.
I really don't know.
How many times, not how many people, how many times do you think you've had sex in your lifetime?
Including wet dreams?
No.
Like physical? Because sometimes that feels real.
Yeah, no.
I don't know.
In
in my life, like
in a lifetime.
how do you calculate that? Probably like.
I mean, if you fuck a lot, if you don't, it's a lot.
No, hold on. Probably like at least maybe 500.
500?
Yeah.
Oh, mine was 500,000 times.
500,000
times, not people.
No,
times.
No, for sure.
You've only fucked 500 times. That's not a lot of fucking, Mario.
No, it's not. I gotta get my fucking up.
You and your girlfriend have work to do on your vacation.
Nah, like 1,000 or more for sure.
500,000 times is mine. Is that a problem?
Nah, I lost a lot. Those 2 years of celibacy, I lost a lot. Like,
is there a reason why you went celibate?
Yeah, I was just going on some like a cleanse. At the time, I was dating a girl.
Like a life.
And I was dating a girl who was celibate at the time.
Okay.
So I was like,
you being celibate, did you find something that you needed to find, like clarity or whatever, through your celibacy? Did it work
was just
for
more
you?
Connection with myself and more mental stability. So like you'd be surprised. Like most men can't go a month without having sex. Like this is a power trip thing. It's like it's more of just like a sacred thing. You know what I'm saying? Owning your power. This ain't no like shit. Me just trying to sound spiritual. Like it's real shit. Like it really is something that changes the effects your mind and body. It's bio-spiritual things that happens in your body when you refrain from busting a nut constantly. You have more energy, way more energy.
I hear
busting
that.
one nut is like
I'm not trying to do any of that.
No, I feel you. I mean, you already it's over for you.
What the fuck does that mean?
It's over. You've
shots fired, Mario. That sounds like fighting words. What does that mean?
You just said it. You admitted
over?
it. You just admitted it before I did.
I could still stop.
Oh,
what
okay.
does it mean it's
You said you
over for
wouldn't
me?
wanna do.
I would never want to, but I'm saying I could.
You think you could?
Yeah.
That's dope.
I mean,
I
the
believe
longest
you.
I've ever gone was 8 months.
You seem like a very like you
like
willful, like you know what I'm saying? You know how to control your shit, like whatever.
For me, I can masturbate myself, so I don't need to
But that's not celibacy though.
So I mean, yes, but I'm just saying as far as just like going as far as like fucking like that. So I was like, I'm thinking for you.
Did you have to
like the porn stuff for me? Like, so like I'm not like that crazy. If I had to do that, the longest all the way, I would probably say would be 6 months without like masturbating anything at all.
Yeah.
Sexual contact 8. But I could do it. For me, it was not a reason to or whatever. It was just because I wasn't in a place that I was going through other things.
Yeah, I feel you.
So it wasn't like I didn't have a desire to.
You know what it is for me? I'm really a freak. So it's like I have to be with a person that I love so I can explore as much as I want to explore. Obviously, I'm not saying everything on the show. Like, you feel me? But you know what I mean? Like when you're that person, you can't just be out here doing it with everybody.
Facts.
And you can't do it as like you really want to unless you're with your person really or a person you fuck with like
but
that.
you've experimented before in the past. I mean,
of course.
You've been single, you've had your time.
Definitely. But it was like it's a limit to it. It's like certain things I'm having protected sex. I'm the guy that's definitely having protected sex with if I'm single, it's no question. And I know some girls hate it. They don't like it. They like, well, nah, I'm good. You don't got it. Don't matter. It is what it is.
Matter. Last card is Ace of Spades, which is a naughty question. Have you ever watched your partner masturbate and get off without you?
Yeah.
Does that turn you on?
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. A lot.
Dirty talk, yes or no?
All of the dirty talk. And it's just like, it doesn't even matter what it is. It's just like, it doesn't matter. You can say shit now that you can't say when we finish in an hour or two, whatever, however long.
Do you have any fetishes? And I know you do because you said you weren't going to tell me and I'm upset.
Well, you know,
what do you like? Do you like feet? Do you like,
I love feet. I love feet. I love nipples.
Do you have a tit
nipples,
fetish, like
feet.
being smothered? Do you have an ass fetish? Do
Definitely
you have
ass
like,
fetish.
What is your fetish? Do you have like
ass, feet, and nipples and neck? Like I love a girl. Like if a girl got a nice neck, like if it's like the symmetry is right, the shape of it, like it's sexy as me. Like I'm devouring your neck the whole time we having sex. Like I just look. Yeah.
You're leaving hickeys and all.
Now I know how to do it without. You're gonna think that. You're gonna think your neck's fucked up, but then you're gonna look in the mirror and be like, "It's about pressure."
You're a ninja.
Ninja. That's I really am. I'm a ninja. I really am.
All right. Well, thank you so much for playing Truth with Texas.
My pleasure.
I had a lot of fun. I
cool.
feel like it wasn't as bad as you thought it was going to. I feel like you were.
So.
I felt like you were a little
you
nervous.
were very classy.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I feel like I'm a classy lady. I feel like, yes, I like to talk dirty, but there's a lot to me.
This is my first time talking to a porn star in the public digitally.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
You consider yourself a porn star?
You're welcome. You know, yeah, I definitely do. I definitely.
Just because you work in porn, does that make you a porn star?
The thing is that I haven't worked in porn in so long. Like it's been like almost 5 years since I've done a film. I only do stuff with myself. Okay. So for me, it's more about I'm like podcasts and I'm a podcast host.
So you're a porn star.
Yeah. So I'm adult entertainer, Alexis, Texas. I don't know. I'm it all. You know, it's a little bit of everything.
Hey, for all y'all freaks out there, all the ladies that's freaks, I hope I was entertaining. Y'all know I ain't give y'all everything that you might have wanted. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saving it for, music. I might create a whole sex album just for that vibe. Y'all stay tuned. New music coming soon.
I like it. I feel like he gave us just enough private talk. I hope that you liked this episode. Make sure that you are subscribed and comment down below. And until next time. This episode is sponsored by Bet Online.